morning. I hope everyone is going to be having a great holiday weekend. Or is having a great holiday weekend. I hope everyone's doing fine. I am sorry I wasn't here yesterday. Yep, there was some things going on, so I was not. But I am here today, and we're going to finish some things we started because, yeah, I'm very bad at finishing things I start. And I started a new thing right here that we're going to do too, but I need to grab some, I think I'm going to use the pink wood for this, actually. I'm not going to use it right this minute, but we might do it close to the end of the stream. That is going to be a board to tell me all of the things I need to do because I get lost, and yeah, so we're going to do that. But we have things to do today, so we're going to do them. Let's see. Pink wood. What did I do with it? There it is. We're going to use it right now. I actually don't know what all I need for these, to be honest. I will have to look it up later, but I'm going to make signs that are going to hang from that and from each other, to tell me what I need. So I did empty all my farms yesterday. They were all full of stuff, and yeah, and this one was not working. I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to move this. This is not going to stay here because the farm is just not located in a great area. And because my mine entrance is here, I would rather have a mine entrance built there and this to be moved to where I'm probably going to move it, which is up there underground. So this is not going to stay here. It looks good, but I don't know. I might figure out if I can repurpose it for something else, but we'll see. And I also need, I don't know, I might have actually left them in here. The cats are everywhere already. I've moved 4 of these guys up to their new home. We'll see. Yeah, I didn't move them up here. Their new home is some little like trade, looks like a trade stall where they're at now. Getting them up there was a pain in my butt, but they're up there. So I need to do some trading. Isn't that lovely? I need some glowstone today, so we're gonna go grab that from the clerics who are leveling themselves pretty much. They're not quite this one's not quite master. He's got a bunch to do, but we need some of these, so we're gonna grab them. Oh, but he might level now. Well, isn't that cool? Thanks. Oh, you want to give me those? Well, I'm gonna need those eventually. Eventually I will need them. We'll see. And he trades netherwort, which is good. I'm going to need that. He also gives bottles of enchanting, which are also good. But it's mostly this that I care about. I think all of them are going to have the same trades at the end. But I don't have enough of those yet, so we will go do some trading and then come back and get some more glowstone because I'm going to need it. Today we're going to finish what we were doing last week, which is getting ourselves set up on my pumpkin and melon farm. So I don't know what I did with the rest of the glowstone. It's around. But I do have some, and I am going to need it, so. Hey, DJ, how are you? Yes, it's good to see you too. How are things going with the recovery process? I know that you had your thing on Friday, so how is the recovery process going? Hopefully fine. We're going to be finishing what we started last week. We're going to do the the pumpkin and melon farm. I do need to locate the other. Oh, there they are. Okay. The glowstone I'm going to need. And I'll show you what I did over this last week. This is going to be a bulletin board kind of thing with hanging signs that tells me all of the things I need to build in this area. So it's not done yet because, I wanted to do some of that on stream. We're going to use pink wood, which is going to need to be put away for the moment. We're not going to use it yet, but we are going to use it. Excuse me, cat. The cats are everywhere. I finished doing some of the railing stuff last week. I'm all good now, so going great. Yay! I'm glad to hear that. I am glad to hear that. So I finished some of this railing that I needed to do and the lighting situation over here. This one was kind of fiddly. I think it's going to be fine now, but it was very, very fiddly. I don't know what I'm going to build here, but I think it's going to be a tower, actually. So we'll see what ends up materializing there. But I also am going to have to build an area. This is a mud farm that I built like 2-3 weeks ago. I need a clay farm, which uses mud. So that's probably going to be behind it, I would imagine, somewhere. And then I do have my farmers moved. I still have not messed with the other iron farm. It's still in here, and I haven't done it. These guys have been moved now, and they're not quite, well, one of them is. One of them is master, but the other one isn't, and I think he's the only one I have. I think the other ones are, yeah. These guys need to be leveled, but that's where they're going to do their thing. And then I have a bee farm over here. I only have one, but I need several. And it doesn't look like it's working. Why is that the case? It should be. It should be working. And there should be bees in there. I don't know where they went. They can't get out. They can't get out. It might be because I didn't name tag them. You kind of have to name tag everything in this game right now for whatever reason. But I do have 60 of these, and there's some in there that are going to get lost probably. Or maybe it's because I don't have... I don't know what my shears look like right now. So, yeah, technical difficulties are literally my middle name when it comes to some of this stuff. We need to get up there, though. Now, watch. I'll break in here, and they'll come out, right? Is it that? No, it's not that. Dear bees. Oh, the bees are in there. Okay, I don't know why they're not coming out, but they're not. They're supposed to. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. That is a job for a later me. It's not a now me, because now me has to... Oh, there they go. What? Why? There they are. Well, there's one anyway. He's out. He's out and he's doing things, and I don't know what he's doing. So we'll put these away. Anyway, I need several of these. There they go again. Oh, there's two now. I need several of these. I need 2 more. I do have the stuff to make them. It's they are all over here. I do have the stuff for them, so we'll do them at one point. But we're going to go over here and start with the farm that we needed to make last week. that I didn't actually finish because I got involved in other stuff. So it is up here. And that is the pumpkin and melon farm, and I need it. I need it, so we have to do it. So what have you been doing recently besides what you had to do yesterday, DJ? If you've been playing WoW, what's going on there? This is where actually the pumpkin and melon farm is going to be. And the reason I'm putting it back here is because this area, I will have to get under it at some point. And this has an area that's already kind of set up for that. So I'm going to keep it the way it is. It's going to have an area to come down here. It'll have stairs to come down here and go in under it to kind of Hawkeye it, because it will have redstone, and redstone likes to break very frequently. So I will have to do that. Been playing lots of WoW. Well, I'm envious because I still can't make myself play it. I almost got on last week, early in the week, to kind of mess around with the whole Mists of Pandaria thing. And instead of doing that, I ended up having quite a severe allergic reaction to a topical item that I put on my face every day. And that was not fun. I did not know it was an allergic reaction at the time. I actually thought that something else was going on, actually. And it wasn't until I went to be looked at that it came about that it was an allergic reaction. So I have something going on from that allergic reaction called neurotoxicity. It is a mild case of it. It's not severe. That part isn't. But it's going to take me a good 2 months to get rid of the neurotoxicity for that. So I think I told you I'm trying to get all possible recipes for the professions I have. Yes, you did. And I hope that venture is going well. That sounds like, I mean, I've done it. I've tried to get all my characters to get, whatever recipes they need. When I get to the Legion stuff is where I kind of check out, because Legion is sort of dependent on raiding and dungeons and things, and I just don't have the mental fortitude to go through it. Right now, working on engineering. Hey, I do have a high level engineer though. I have two. I have a goblin one and a gnome that are both high level engineering. It's not going as well as I'd like. Oh no, I'm sorry. Many things are said not to be available, and others require rep. Yeah. That was my issue with the Legion stuff, is that those were some the changes that they made to professions for Legion were, in my opinion, really strange. And they involved a lot of reputations. They involved a lot of raiding. They involved a lot of dungeons. And I just don't like how they work. So the only character I have that has gone through the Legion stuff, characters, are the engineers. Those are the only ones that have done it, and I really don't like it. They should not base things on reputation. I agree. I agree with that 100%. Reputation should not come into it at all. And unfortunately, it does. And quite a lot more than I would like. So I really do agree with that. I also don't really like that sort of thing. I just have the two engineers that have done it. I do have a high-level tailor, but she doesn't have anything Legion. And then, of course, my pandas have cooking, and they also do not really have anything Legion as far as that goes. As far as as far as the professions go, I don't really spend a lot of time doing that. I would rather do gathering because, in my opinion, it's more lucrative. But I know that there's probably a whole lot of people that would argue with that and say that no, it's not more lucrative. I'm just, crazy. So I'm sure there's those that would argue. My pickaxe is in terrible, terrible shape. Let's try to go fix that, shall we? Because it is in terrible shape. I don't really get all kinds of hooked on professions. I did have a blacksmith for a really long time, and in my opinion, it just was kind of, yep, that's you. Yes, please. Thank you. Is that all? Oh, nope, it's not. Got to make sure I don't fall in there because, yeah, that would be tragic. Tragic, tragic. Yes, sir. We need these emeralds anyway, so I was going to have to come over and do this at some point anyway. Thank you for fixing my pickaxe, which is what they did. Which is what they did. Okay, we can go back to doing what we were doing before. We're just going to put the emeralds in here. Eventually, I'll have a church built, and that's where the clerics will go, so... I don't know when I'm going to build that. I have so many ideas and absolutely no time. So, I can argue it, but only in certain instances. As I said, that glowing foil sword I can make a lot of money from it. Yeah, I mean, that's true. There are things that you can make that will make that an arguable for sure. That's what's wrong, Tipper. You were holding it. Typically a minimum of $5,000 a sale. Oh, damn. Woo! But wait, didn't you get that recipe from raiding though, or dungeons or something? The glowing foil sword or whatever. Isn't that an item that you get from only content and you can't actually get it now, right? I will eventually get into WoW and do the things I need to do to prepare for the next expansion. That will happen. I will need to clean banks and inventories and do a bunch of things that will make it a lot easier for me to move on to new content. I'm still planning on doing the monk as the main for the next expansion. I'm not going to... Tipper won't be the main for that. Not that I don't like playing druid, but I think I just want to try a different main. I do love druid, and it is a class that I'm good at, so there's that. We'll see how long that lasts, because the last couple of times that I've tried to make other mains, it didn't go well, and I always reverted back to Tipper as the main. But I think if I do revert back to druid as a main, it won't be Tipper, and it'll be my troll instead. It'll be Zensabra instead. I'd like to play Horde for this expansion as a main. Nope. I got it from a dungeon. I think they reintroduced it back in Pandaria, which upset me. Oh. I mean, I kind of I kind of like it when they reintroduce things that were were exclusive at the time, and the reason for that is because we have a lot of new players who never had a chance to go get any of those things, and you know, maybe they should introduce other stuff to kind of combat that, make a different recipe or something for them. But I don't get too hung up on that, but I do understand that there's a lot of people who do. I mean, they did put on a lot of work to do it, and I understand that. Oh, granite. Yes, please. I'm going to need that later. Probably could use it now. I have something down here that uses bricks, and the granite would look good in there, so we'll see about that. I want for my pally to be the main for the next expansion. I agree with you. It's good to reintroduce older stuff, but as I said, if it is your money maker, it hurts. Yeah. I mean, that's true. The economy in WoW, in my opinion, has always been a little bit broken because now the prices are so high that if you come into the game, first of all, let's just state the obvious. You can sneeze 1,000 gold in that game now. So it's not really I think I just froze. What was that? Hopefully it's still running. Let's check. That was weird. Wow. If you didn't know that I needed a new computer at some point, now you know. My computer likes to freak out every now and then. Whee! What was I saying? I don't even remember now. I got totally distracted. Oh, the economy being broken. The thing is, you can sneeze 1,000 gold in that game now, but the problem is that newer players who don't have a lot of alts in the game, they have a hard time keeping up with the economy now. And most of them don't have heirlooms to rely on. They don't have a lot of the stuff that everyone relies on in that game. So I think it can be bad. Okay, let's do this. We're going to go grab our fences and put this stuff down because we need to kind of hammer out where the outline for this farm is going to be. I might actually have to make this here a little bit less. We'll see if that happens. Let's do that. I only have one stack of that left. I'm going to have to go down and get more probably. So as I said, I want to make it to where I can actually get under the farm, and to get under it, I'm going to have to come in here. But as soon as we hammer out where this is all going, I'll come down here and fill this in as needed. Okay, we will go and get a couple of more stacks of dirt, and we will get our wood because we're going to need fence gates, and let's check fence gates, logs, some walls, lanterns I have, campfires I have. I don't have any leaves on me, but we will find some. I might not have many. Leaves is not something that I've spent a whole lot of time grabbing, so I might plant a couple of trees really quick to grab those, but I have 3 right here. That's not a lot. Oh, I have grass, but I would rather just have regular dirt, please. put these away. But we will need to pull. I don't think I'm going to use stairs. I don't think I need to. That is something else I am upset about. Heirlooms, since they nerfed them, they never should have done that. All the hours and days put into the game, players like that should be rewarded. You don't need heirloom gear to appreciate the game. Heirloom gear is just great if you are doing alts, and that's true. Yep, that's true. So I have a little bit of a different way of looking at the nerf for that. It didn't bother me the same way it bothered a lot of other people. However, when you're doing alts is when heirlooms come into the deal, and now you can't really use them for what you would use them for. So yeah, I can see it from that point of view too. They never should have nerfed that. That's true. And you don't need heirloom gear, but what I'm saying is, with heirloom gear, you don't have to buy the upgrades. And it's the upgrades in gear that are really sucking, I think, the life out of a lot of people that probably would play the game a lot more. It's just kind of, I mean, because you just have so many things that you have to buy throughout your leveling experience. Yes, you do get quest items, but everybody knows that you still do have things that you have to get, and the economy is just insane, in my opinion. Oh, look, another bucket. I have like 90 of them. Glass? Okay. That works too. So the reason I'm picking these up is we're going to need these where we're going, or with what we're going to be doing anyway. I do have more furnaces. I have 10. I probably don't need 10, but I have 10. And I have more crafting tables, and I probably don't need all of those, but that's okay too. Let's go grab, not there. Let's go grab a couple of azalea trees, because we're going to need to, get some azalea stuff. So that's not where they are. We need azalea leaves, and we need them now. And I need a pair of shears because I don't know where mine are. They're around. I just don't know where. More buckets, because I didn't have enough of those to begin with, and I wasn't even supposed to go in there. Just a pair of shears, please. Thank you. What's in there? Or there? Or this? None of that stuff? Okay. We're just going to put the iron nuggets away. We are going to need glass, but we're not going to need it right this minute. We'll need it when we do the underground part. We're going to need it when we do the underground part. So, yeah, the only thing that I mean about the economy is, I mean, if you have to buy anything and you are a new player and you do not have a ton of resources as far as that is concerned, it can really eat you. It can really eat you alive. So there's that. I only have one bone meal up here. Can you imagine that? Well, that works. Okay. And we will dig this little thing out because that's rooted dirt, and we're going to use that somewhere eventually. But for now, I'm going to have to go find some bone meal. I have some everywhere, but There we go. There's 12. That'll work. Some of these things, I can put those away, that away. Buckets away because I have a million of them. I think I might have to make my pally an engineer due to the rep status for all these factions. So you think you're going to be forced to do it? Why did that take so long? Like the rep status, what do you mean? We're going to need to get up here. Yay. I don't think I need any more leaves. I think this is plenty of them for right now. Okay. And another rooted dirt for us. Rooted dirt is mainly just a decoration. It's not really anything else other than that. Oh yeah, we have plenty. We don't want the flowering ones right now. How many of those do I have? Just a few. I think I have enough campfires for days. Okay. So we're going to need probably some more pumpkins and melons. I don't think I have enough of these right now to make the farm. I might. Definitely melons I don't. Unless I can make, I don't know, I might have enough seeds now. We'll go down here and grab the other pumpkins that I have. They're around. Yes, I might be forced to do it all the way up to Pandaria. My pally has maxed highest faction rep status for over 50 factions. Oh. I got you. So getting recipe items will be easier since most are bind on pickup. Yeah, I understand. That is, yeah, that's a conundrum, isn't it? Okay, we have 12 pumpkins in here. And we don't have any other melons. That's fine, but I just want to make sure we don't. Oh, I guess I had, no, these are flowering. Oh, I had way more azalea leaves than I thought I had. I didn't need to do those. I think I even have rooted dirt in here somewhere. I didn't need to plant those, but that's fine. We have more. More is always good. More is better. Oh. And it's nighttime. Gotta see. Oh my god, I'm looking at an elemental shaman and their travel form is a ghost fox. Mm-hmm. Yep, ghost. He's I think that's the lupine. There's two of them. One of them's a lupine and the other one is something else. My shaman have those too. So when we get around to planting these, I think we have plenty. How many chests do I have? Because I need a bunch. I don't think I grabbed the ones from down there, but I don't know if I even need the ones from down there right now. So basically what I'm doing is building the up top portion of this farm. It's just for looks. It's not it's not actually going to be the one that I go harvest everything from. I'm not going to be doing that. The part that I'll be harvesting everything from will be underneath, and it will be automatic, and it will be redstone. So there's going to be a lot of that. I might have moved those. I don't know where I moved them to, but I might have moved them. I don't think they're over here, though. I don't think they're over here. They are not. That's fine. They're up there already. Good, good. Let's go build the side of this. The up top portion. The outline of such. I love my shaman. I think shaman are awesome. There's 12 more of them, 17 more of them in here. I know I have like a lot more than that, but okay. Okay. Oh, barrels. I do need those though. Barrels, guys. I need those. Okay, now we have some. Do need the barrels, and I'm just going to take these chests that we have because we're going to store some stuff up here while we're working with it, and yeah. Where am I going to put it though? I don't know. Do you? These can go in there. And the rest of this stuff needs to stay in my bag. Yeah. So we're going to figure out what 20 spaces we're going to be using. So what is this? This is 9. So if we were to put one in the middle here. Do we want it to do that? I don't know. It looks like it's a little bit... I need to move it back over this way. 2, and take 2 off of that side. Simply because I don't want it in the way of the path very much. Okay. We're just outlining it. That's all we're doing right at the moment. And I'll probably need way more of these lovely fences that I'm not going to have enough of. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, I'm going to have to fill some of that in. Wee-hee-hee-hee. This is a big old farm. Okay. Well, that's good because that's what we need to know. Whether we're going to have to do that or not. And we are going to have to do it. Going to lurk. Okay. I will be here just building things. And stuff. I do have to grab... I don't have a lot of dirt left, but I do have to grab what I do have left because we're going to need it. And we're going to need fences. And actually, we're going to need a lot of fence gates as well, so we're going to grab that too. Just because we're going to have it. I need these. That's for 1. I don't think I actually have any more fences and fence gates either. Which is fine. I can go make them. Oh, I do have fence gates. Oh, good. I have 64 fence gates. That will work. We will take that. But I don't think I have more than that. But we will do the stuff and the things. So part of the issues with the allergic reaction that I had is that I can't wear anything on my face for a week to 10 days, possibly longer than that. It's not ideal, but there's a good chance I'll be just as barefaced next week as I am this week. In fact, it's entirely possible that will happen. We're just going to get as many fence gates as humanly possible. Oak fence gates, please. What? That took way too many. Takes more sticks to make the fence gates, but... Okay, we've got those. And we're going to need the rest of the dirt, so we will go grab that. I'm going to take another one of these too, just because. Yeah, I might have to go digging. I don't want to, but... So some of this stuff will get dug back out because, again, I'll be digging underneath it. It's probably not as big a deal as I'm making it. But it's still a big deal, and I don't like to be out of dirt because I use it for absolutely everything. Minecraft is just... So it's relaxing even when it's not relaxing. Does that make sense? Even when I'm sitting here doing the math in my head, I'm still fairly relaxed while playing it. So there's that. So we are going to still be able to get under the farm. We will get under it from here. It will be, I will build a little entrance under here that will allow us to go where we need to go. But first, I need to figure out where everything is in relation to it. So, okay. Oh boy. Yeah, Tipper's probably going to have to go grabbing some dirt, which won't take very long, but still is way more time than I wanted. Yep, we're going to have to fill all of that in. Woo! So Wednesday, I spent most of my day at work in quite a lot of pain. It was not a fun day. And I actually had, we actually had someone from corporate office visiting my office that day. And it just was such a weird thing to have happen. I had to pretty much make it look like I wasn't having any issues, which was harder than it sounds. And I actually don't remember a lot of the day. And that's just because of the amount of pain that I was in, that I don't remember a lot of what happened on Wednesday. I know that somebody came to visit us. I do not remember what her name is. I'm bad with names anyway, so that's not all that unusual. But I don't remember a lot of what happened. It was just a really weird day. It was a strange day. It actually could have been a whole lot worse, but thankfully wasn't. So I think we're going to pull down. Oh, there's a chicken. I made a mistake yesterday, and I opened up. I tore down the wrong block on my chicken farm, and all of the chickens got loose, and I ended up having to breed up more chickens because I ended up having to kill them all. So that happened. This is probably one of them. He's probably one of the ones wherever he went that got loose and went, you know, he's like, we're free, we're free. We're no longer chicken subjugated. She can no longer enslave us. There is a... Oh, that is not chipper safe. Sheesh. There is an add-on for this game for vegetarians, by the way. It's it makes it to where you can where the vegetables in the game will give you a lot more will last you a lot longer and do a lot more for you in the game than meat will. There he is. Hi, chicken. Did you get away from me yesterday? You probably did. I've always thought that vegetarian add-on was kind of funny. No offense to vegetarians. I know that you're out there. I do. I am not one of them. I would starve to death. But yeah, there's a mod for this game where you can make the vegetables in the game, carrots and beetroot and whatever, pretty much all you need. Because right now they're not. There's a rating system for how good they are as far as how much of your bar that they give you back when it's down quite a ways, etc. How many of them you have to eat. There's also another mod to make it to where, yeah, certain foods just really don't work, and you'll have to eat, you know, better food. Let's see if I've got enough now. I might. Are you a chicken chaser? Do you chase chickens? 1 million geek points if you know the game this quote came from. I have no idea. I am not winning those geek points because I have no clue what that came from. That thing is just in my way. I'm going to have to do something about this. I'm either going to have to fill up the top of it so you can't get in the bottom, or build something in it. I don't know. I have to do something with it. It's not good. So I have no idea what game that came from. You're going to have to tell me. You'll also have to remember that I did not play anything Sega. Okay, Sega was not my thing. It was my kids. My kids did play Segas, but I did not. We did have a Genesis for a while, but the only thing I ever played on it was Sonic. So if that came from anything Sega, I won't know it. You'll have to remember that one. So my 1 million geek points I don't get. My coworkers would argue though, because my coworkers are just up in arms about how much of a geek I am. And I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. I've always been this way. Don't know what to say about that. I don't know what I'm going to do about that thing. I might go ahead and build a like an arch or something over it, like a bridge type of a thing over it. That would be interesting. Okay, we can finish these now. Nope, it's a newer gen game, Xbox. Yeah, I haven't played anything on the Xbox for a long time, so you'll have to tell me because I can guarantee you I haven't played it. I can almost 100% guarantee that I have not. We do have 2 Xboxes, but my kids are the Xbox guys. It's generally not me. So we're going to go to the middle of this, and we're going to put in... we're going to go to the middle of it, which is like here, and pull out 2. I should have the same number on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I do. So that will be how we get into the farm. Yes. And we will do the exact same thing over here. Pull out 2. That's how we're going to get in. And these other things are going to be replaced. With that. And actually, I might not want that to be 2. I might want it to be 3. But in order to do that, if I was going to make it 3, it would have to be an odd number. I could actually pull this out by 1 more and make it 21. We could do that. I have the room, so why not? Now, the farm underneath it is not going to be as wide as this. As I said, this is just to look at. It's not going to be this wide. And then I'll just pull 1 from there. And it's still in the middle. Yes. I did not grab my walls, though, and I'm going to have to go get them here in a bit. I do need stone walls, so we'll do the stuff and the things. Yes, we will. It's from the video game Fable. Got you. Never played it. I don't think my kids have played it either. They are shooter guys. So if it's a shooter, we know it. If it's not, we don't. Yeah, this has got to get done over here. The path just bugs me because it's not done. I am going to come up here and kind of mess around with some other texturing type things. So, but for now, that needs to happen. I do need to go around here and do all the path work. There will be quite a lot of it, but haven't done any of it. None. I do need some... I'm just going to use stone brick and mossy stone brick, I think, for that. Okay. Oh, I had some in here. Look at that. Dirt. We're going to put it up there, though. And I think we have everything we're going to need now. The only thing we might not have is spruce slabs, but I don't need them yet. I will, but I don't need them yet. Okay. I'm not going to put a way to get in on those sides. It's just going to be these two sides. Getting dark again. Oops. Don't need that. Fable. So did you play that whole game, Fable? I do have some friends that played Fable. Was that a cross-platform game? Because I don't think they played it on Xbox. I might be thinking of something totally different. Oh, you know what? I don't know why I'm actually doing this, to be honest. Because we're not actually going to need that. We need to get the barrels. Barrels, chests, and yeah. Some furnaces. I'm going to throw one of these out here because I'm going to need it. I do kind of need some pressure plates. We're going to get those. We're going to need those. Yes, played it about 50 times. It was a game of the year once. Ooh. So I've heard of it. But was it a cross-platform game? Because it seems like I know people that didn't actually play it on Xbox. Oops. We don't want that. That needs to be a big chest, not a small one. I don't know what I'm going to put in there. I might actually put looms in there. Maybe. But then again, maybe I'm not going to. So the issue with having these workstations, this is actually a workstation for villagers. When they see it, they will attach to it and they will have jobs. I try not to use a ton of that stuff. Not that I don't like them, I do, but I just try not to use a ton of it. I try to keep their jobs located, where they're located and not in here. But we'll see. No, did not cross-platform, but did come out on other systems after Xbox 360. So that might be what I'm thinking of. Is I do know someone that played it on other platform. Because I don't remember anything about them. I think they played it on PC, but I mean, if it wasn't on a PC, then that wouldn't be true. So, okay. I'm probably going to make this part right here packed mud. And the reason I'm probably going to do that is because when you put a fence gate on it... Oh, no, never mind. I'm not going to do that. I thought it was going to mess up the path block, but it didn't do that. So we will leave it. We will leave it alone. We will leave it alone. I don't necessarily care if these match too much, but they probably will. I might not have a ton of these. I have used all of the barrels I made, which is fine. We had enough. We had enough. Okay. I don't think I have enough of these, so we're going to get more of them. I might have enough now. Fence gates are good for something like this if you don't want the villagers in here messing around, because villagers cannot open fence gates, so they can't use them, which keeps them out of your stuff. So if you ever want to keep a villager out of your house, which you do want to keep them out of your house generally, if you want to keep the villagers out of your house, use fence gates as your door, because they can't use them. Also, if you want to keep villagers inside of the houses and don't want them roaming around, again, use fence gates, because that will keep them from doing that. Yes. We will eventually have lighting built around this where I won't really need the stuff in the middle. I will probably have something in the middle, covered up probably in the middle, under something. We'll see. We'll see how much lighting I actually need, because I don't know. It's going to depend. We'll see. So I made waffles on my new waffle maker. I really love that thing. Waffles. I wish I had devices of ease and convenience when I was a kid, right? My parents they were like, well, what do we need a waffle iron for? We don't need a waffle iron. I never had a waffle iron growing up because my parents were like, well, but we don't need that. So, like, why do we need that? And so we just never had one. It was just very sad. It was very sad for us as children not to have a waffle iron. But we didn't. We didn't have that. These trapdoors don't look as good as Jungle doing this, but oh, look at that. Ha ha, it opens it. That's funny. It doesn't look good, as good as, it doesn't look as good as the Jungle would, but I mean, it is what it is. These are going to get changed out probably with something else. Probably some, these are going to get changed out with some item frames, I'm assuming. So probably won't have them there that long. Sheesh. I didn't put one on this, but there's a reason I didn't. We're going to get some clay pots as well, and they're going to be used in here as well, probably on top of these. Probably on top of these. As a matter of fact, I probably need to go get that one off, and this one. The other ones, if they're in the middle, they can stay. I keep getting these Microsoft freebies from watching you. A game I don't play. Or Minecraft freebies. Yes. You'll be getting capes. The capes are for the anniversary, the 15th anniversary of Minecraft. I don't... Yeah, there's my creeper one. I'm wearing it. Isn't it cute? Creepers are my favorite thing in this game, although they shouldn't be. Because they destroy all my shit. I really shouldn't love them as much as I do, but I do love them. I wish that you could just tame them and domesticate them. Because I think they get a bad rap. I think that creepers are... It's unfair to criminalize the creepers. But we do. So yes, you are getting some freebies. And if you ever do end up playing Minecraft for any reason, you'll be able to use those. I'm going to leave those two. Woohoo! And actually, we need some light, so we're probably going to take this one off. I guess we need our numbers to let me know exactly where that light needs to be. Might get away with just putting it on one. Oh, that's pretty good. What happens if I remove that? We've got 4s and 3s. The 3s make me nervous. They shouldn't, but they do. So we might actually need lighting in the middle. But we should be fine on the rest of it. So we'll see how that goes. Hooray! Okay. And we need to go get our slabs. Yes, we do. I could use spruce for this. I might go get the spruce trapdoors. I still like my Pandaria farm. Oh, yeah. I didn't mind the Pandaria farm. I just could see what was coming literally a mile away. I mean, it was like, oh, they're testing something. And they were. They were testing things. And that's not bad. They just, they were testing... They were testing garrisons, guys. That's what that was a test for. We need to make an instanced thing where everybody has their own, but it's in the same spot. And that's what they did. They made that. It didn't shock me. It didn't shock me at all. No, not oak planks. Thank you. Those. And then there we go. I have enough, even though I probably had enough when I had 7, but that's fine. 7 was plenty. I tried Minecraft for a week to play with my niece, not my style of game. So how long ago was that? Only reason I mention that is because Minecraft has so many different ways to play it now. There's Minecraft Dungeons, which is basically just dungeons. I mean, you're not really doing anything like building-wise particularly. At least most people aren't. There's just so many different ways to play the game now that's why I ask how long ago that was. Nope, it's not going to let me jump on it. Crap. Fine. Mm-hmm. I feel sorry for my gnome tune. I keep feeling like he will die by getting crushed up the foot of a mammoth or Brutosaurus. No, he won't. He's a strong gnome. I love gnomes. Gnomes, I love goblins, but I could never make gnomes and goblins my main. I just wouldn't be able to do that. Actually, they were testing player housing, but they decided it was not beneficial for the game of Warcraft. They were right. I know that this is controversial. I know that this is controversial, what I'm about to say, but they were right. They were right because it's not beneficial for... No, really? Not. It's not beneficial for the game of Warcraft to have player housing. I just don't... I don't think it's a good idea. I know that everybody's going to disagree. You know, people are going to disagree with that. Absolutely. I get it. But we saw with Garrisons the problem with that. And Garrisons was, it was terrible. It was terrible. Horrible. Terrible and horrible. It didn't work well. And I know there's people that are going to go, oh, well, it wasn't really that bad. I disagree. I think it was that bad. I don't think it was good. And actually, I'm going to make these... Yeah, I'm going to make them 5 across. Gonna make them 5 across. I definitely am. Oh, actually, these had to go. These in the wrong spot. They're in the wrong spot. I can make more. I have tons. They're supposed to be above these, but we'll do that in a minute. I have to disagree with you on the garrisons. I loved them, but I didn't like the questing you had to do with it in order to improve your garrison. I didn't hate garrisons, but the problem is you're not actually playing with people if you're playing in your garrison. I think garrisons could have been way better if they had been guild housing. I think guild housing at the time, not now. At the time, guild housing would have been a better idea, in my opinion. Maybe I do want the flowery ones there. I don't know. Maybe I do want the flowery ones in there. I'm not going to put them in there right now, but maybe I do. I hope. I need to stop second guessing it all. That's what I need to do. Yeah. I wonder how cool it would be if we just let those go. Just let them burn. Just let them burn. And as far as our light goes, we now have some. And we get rid of that because it doesn't need to be there. We get rid of this one too for the same reason. Okay. Yeah. I liked the convenience of having all my professions and skills in one place. Same. So that was during the time, Garrison's was during the time that I was actually leveling my engineering, my blacksmithing, and the tailoring on the characters that I have those. So it was convenient to have all of that in one place. And my garrisons still actually have a lot of that stuff going on. I actually have the auction house in my garrison for the Horde. So in my garrison, I have an auctioneer. I don't have it on Alliance. I have the beginnings of it on Alliance. But I do have it on my Horde. And so I did love them for that reason. I just... I really kind of didn't like the fact that it wasn't really actual housing particularly. I mean, it kind of was, but not really. What do I got down here? Anybody? No? Okay. I have the name. Do you have more than one tipper tune? I do. So, Tipper on Alliance is spelled with a special character in her name. And the reason for that is because I found out that while I was creating tippers on other servers, that there are other ones that don't belong to me. So there's a cow. There's a cow that isn't mine. That is a Death Knight. And that kind of freaked me out. I didn't really want to have a name that like everybody had. But she has a special character in her name. But there are several tippers that I have. One of them's a warlock on Feather Moon. I have a few. I have the name of my pally, Svensson, on 3 different servers. And yes, he is a pally on all 3. Yes, I do have tippers on other servers. One on Feather Moon specifically. And then I think there's 2 more. I might be wrong. I might have gotten rid of all of them and put special characters in their names. But the one on Feather Moon does not have a special character in her name. She's just Tipper. And I did that because of the tipper that was that is the Death Knight cow on, I can't even remember where, but that one doesn't belong to me. I just wanted mine to be a little bit unique and not have a bunch of, oh, that one's not me. Oh, there's 700 tippers. I think there's a little gnome too. If you do a search for TIPPOR, I think there's a little gnome now too. He's not mine either. He doesn't belong to me. I think there is though. I think there's a tipper gnome now. Do we need this one still? Well, we kind of need it, but not over there. We need it over where the 1s and 4s and 0s and stuff are, though. That works for the moment. Okay. So, one thing about all of these, a lot of these fences are going to get removed and it's going to be replaced with fence gates because they look better. So, that's going to happen. Yeah, I think, I can't look right now, but I think there's a tipper gnome now. And he's not mine. And it's a he. I'm pretty sure. And this will get removed. So the thing about fences is they're fine, but they just look not as good in my opinion. I think a lot of people are under that opinion as well. I thought about making these walls, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Ooh, we're getting in there now. I won't really be able to walk along this on this side, but I didn't really plan on it. Matter of fact, I actually probably might just take that part down and make it a wall or something. Because we're going to be going under this lovely thing anyway. And the only thing that sucks about this is the other side, like right here. Right here, just, in my opinion, needs to be that. It just looks funky. So we'll do it on the other side too, because the corners look weird when they do not have, when they don't have a full block on them. I don't know what I'll put there, but something. Something will be on top of that. Why is this one uneven? Oh, man. Why? Why? Because it's done by 3s? I guess that's why. I don't know. It's uneven. So it's going to be uneven on both sides, but that's fine. I'm not going to elongate this. It's literally, I know why it is, but I'm not going to fix it. It's because I took it out by 1, but I didn't take it the other way out by 1. It's actually 20 by 21. And that's fine with me. I'm okay with that. I hear chickens, and I hear a lot of them. I shouldn't because I'm nowhere near them. Is this Cataclysm Classic? No. I would never play Cataclysm Classic. The only thing worse, in my opinion, than Classic as a whole, simply because I've done it already, would be playing Cataclysm Classic. I don't want to go back to that expansion. Blah. That's the expansion where they destroyed the Paladin, in my opinion. They destroyed it. I know there's a whole lot of different opinions as far as that's concerned, though. I know a lot of people love it. I don't. We got those taken care of. Yes, we did. Okay. We need more leaves. It is not Cataclysm Classic, though. You meanie, I know. I'm horrible, right? I'm horrible as far as that's concerned, but really and truly, I didn't love it. I didn't love it. It was terrible. I think the only thing good about Cataclysm was, yeah, that's wonky looking. It's wonky looking. I'm just going to put it on all of them because it's wonky looking if I don't. And if I don't sleep, we're going to get phantoms because, yeah. Cataclysm is, I mean, I think Deathwing was fine, but I don't know. I have a lot of problems with the destruction of the old Orgrimmar, the old Stormwind, just that kind of stuff. Really? Uh-oh. Is it going to be thundery, stormy, lightningy? Is it going to be thundery, stormy, lightningy? I don't know. Is it? I don't think I can get rid of this because I don't think it's a thunderstorm, but we'll look. Oh, it is. Look at that. It is a thunderstorm. If you sleep, you get rid of thunderstorms. Good for me. Good for me. But the destruction of those cities made me really upset. The destruction of the barons, I wasn't a fan. And that was back when they said things like, Azeroth will always be changing. And I was like, I don't really need to hear this. It wasn't the greatest in my opinion. Not my favorite thing. Was not my favorite thing. I need clay pots, so we're going to have to go get them. Yeah, the world changes made me vomit in brain pan. In brain pan? You have a brain pan? Is that like a what kind of a pan is a brain pan? It made me sad. Those changes did, because I had grown attached to the landscape as it was, and ever since that time, I have kind of learned not to get attached to the stuff that happens in the World of Warcraft, because if it's always going to be changing, and they've said that it is, if it's always going to change, then there's no reason for me to get attached to it. And it kind of destroyed a lot of the attachment that I had to the game. I hate to say it that way, but it's true. I mean, it really did take a lot out of that, as it were. So, no, I wasn't a fan. Let's get some poppies. We're just going to use poppies for this. Poppies, I have tons of them. I normally just compost them, but we're just going to steal them. Look at that. It works. I usually just compost these, so we're just going to use them. Watch streak reached. Gorjax is currently on a 3-stream watch streak. Awesome, Gorjax. Thank you for the 3 watches in a row. I look at it from a PvP only point of view, and they brought in RBGs, which was some of my greatest WoW memories. I have never played a rated battleground, so I cannot say that I relate, because sadly I don't. I would love to play rated battlegrounds at some point. I think that would be fun, but I haven't up till now. Oh, is that the only one we got? Oh, we can do these 2, right? I'm not going to do 2. I'm just going to do 1. The other one will get a pressure plate. Same with this, but I think I'm going to do this one. Just vary these. Yeah. And over here, I think I'm going to have it be this one. Oops, I didn't mean to take the whole thing out, but I did. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. It looks good, but I'm not done. Not even remotely. Not even remotely. So we're going to put a walkway path right up the middle of this, but we're going to do something else first. I need to dig this out. This is probably going to be too wide because it's probably going to have to be. Oops, I didn't want to dig. But I always do that. I always dig when I don't want to. And then we need, it'll be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then water. This is going to be water. I will have to go get the 500 buckets that I have. Because, yeah, going to have to do that. We can get rid of that. Don't need it. And actually, this will be 2 as well as the other one will be. So we'll put this back. Put it back. Oh my god, I realized this is my last classic chance to get the Raz Froz Whisper's beautiful pinkish gown. I think Sholo gets changed and removed in the next expansion. To the login screen. Why do you think it gets removed in the next expansion? Sholomance? Why do you think it gets removed? Did they say that? Am I just totally out of touch with what's going on in that game? Don't answer that. 2, 3, 4. Water. Water right here. And then we'll have pathways in the middle. But I got to go get water. Yeah, I do. And this is going to be quite something to do because oh God, I'm going to have to take like 6 buckets of water up here. So I need to go grab 6 buckets, but you know. Sholo gets changed, I think, in Panda Land. Oh. Okay, so you're talking about in the classic stuff. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it does. Although don't ask me how it gets changed because I have no idea. My God, I have 16 buckets. How do I have 16 buckets? I don't even know how I have 16 buckets. But I'm only taking 8. Prevents me from having to come down here like 9 times. And Razapik gown is no longer available and is the only model of the dress with that particular hue. I don't actually remember what that looks like right offhand. Okay, we should be able to pick one of these up. Yeah. Now I can just pick it up from here and do it. Yes. So you can only pick up source water blocks and have it still have water in it. If it's like this and I tried to pick it up, it either wouldn't fill up or it would pick up the whole part. Okay, well, we have water left. Look at that. Awesome. Okay. I am almost to the point of having to log off. I will be back tomorrow. I have tomorrow off at work, so I will be back tomorrow. It'll be 10 a.m. like it was today. And I will do some more lovely work. No. Why? Can we do it now? Yeah, not that. I want to be able to walk over this and not have my pumpkins and melons getting into the water. Again, I probably won't be farming the pumpkins and melons from this top part. It will be an automatic farm that is underneath. I slept in later than normal. Usually my Sunday mornings consist of coffee, tipper, and oatmeal. Hey, I'm glad you're here every Sunday. And oatmeal is supposedly good for you. I have not been able to eat oatmeal in a long time. I have celiac disease, and unfortunately for me, oats, some celiacs can eat oats and others cannot. I am one of the cannots. So no oatmeal for me, but I do miss it. Then when you're done, I go try to accomplish something. Hey, I don't think I'm going to be accomplishing very much over this weekend. I really don't. I think I will be relaxing this time. So, yeah, not much is going to get done probably. Except for maybe in this, maybe we're going to do some things in this, maybe possibly. Oh yes, we need melon seeds, and I don't think I need that many, so I'm just going to do 32. I don't want to take all of them if I don't have to. So we're going to go ahead and do all. Well, we got 52 out of that. That's fine. That's the reason that we had the other farm back down yonder. And we're just going to get these done. I do have a hoe. Now, because there are path blocks on all of the sides of this, it's going to make it to where the pumpkins and the melons are forced to actually go a certain way. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Path block. I want a path block there. I don't want farmland. But they will be forced to go into the middle. So we're going to put pumpkins on this side. And we're going to put melons on this side. And we're going to watch it to make sure these actually do, become farmland, because a lot of them are still dry. So we need to watch it and make sure none of them pop out. Because they might. They might actually pop out. I hope they don't. So we'll go down here and I'll show you the other one. While those are doing their thing. They all need to kind of just grow. They're really just there for looks. They're not there for anything else specifically. But, the other one does have some, but as you see, these are kind of forced to go a specific way because of where they're located and the fact that I didn't make these path blocks, so this one kind of decided it was going to do its own thing. But if I make these path blocks, they can't do that, and they're forced to go a specific way. What is that? Oh. No, what is that? I don't know, Tipper. What are you doing? The one and only chicken I have laying eggs. Eggs are completely useless, in my opinion. The only thing they're useful for is cake, unless you have the mod that lets you do fried eggs, which I probably should have, because I think that you should be able to. So these will grow and do their thing, and the pumpkins and the melons will go here. These are going to be path blocks, though. I don't know if we need that now. It's still 3. So tell you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to use, I'm actually going to use a carpet there, I think. It's literally right. No, it's not technically right in the middle, is it? Why is it so much darker over here? I don't know. Maybe what I need to do is put... I don't think it'll go that far. I was going to put another lantern in, but what I'm going to do instead is pull out 2. I actually want it to be in the middle, I think. I'm going to put torches in here. And then I'm going to go get a green carpet. And I'm going to put it over the top. And maybe I'm not going to do that. It would look dumb unless everything was kept mossy in the middle. I could just make this moss, possibly. I could just make it moss. I don't know. We'll go get the carpets and then we'll talk about it. And then we'll talk about it. Tipper will talk about it in her head. We will be making the redstone portion of it tomorrow. Or at least we're going to be digging out the area for the redstone portion of it. I don't think I'm actually going to get to build the farm tomorrow because I will have to dig it out to be able to put the automatic farm in the bottom. So we need our carpets, moss carpets. I love these because if you have moss, and actually maybe I should just grab the moss as well. Maybe we will make that middle part moss. Or at least partially moss. Some moss. I like the moss carpets because they blend into stuff. I can just put them here and you don't really know. So they blend in with everything. I could also make that middle part, and I might make that middle part mud, packed mud, and just have some moss in there, sprinkled moss. But I wanted to be able to walk over this whole thing without ruining the whole deal. I think we'll just go with one. And then we'll put this back. So the thing with moss is, as you can see the torch. If you look under there, you can see it. If I fix that, you can't see it anymore. Why? Is it because I'm standing over it? Yeah, it is. But you won't be able to see the torch now from either side if I replace this with moss. Won't be able to see it. So I think what I might do is make all of this packed mud and then just have moss sprinkled throughout so that I can have a moss carpet there to hide the torch because it's got to hide it. So maybe I'll go do that. I do have some packed mud somewhere. But it is time for me to go, first and foremost. I need to go eat. Sorry, dozed off. Nay, that's okay. Nope, I get it. This is one of those games you can do that with. You can actually doze off and just be, relaxed, and you don't have to worry about anything. That's why I like to play the game, so. Guys, I do have to go. I will finish the top of this today. I don't know if I'll get to digging the under part of it. I do need to do some other stuff out there, another bee farm, bunch of other stuff. So I will see you guys tomorrow. It's a dozy of a game. Yes, it is. It is a dozy. It is a dozy. I love watching Minecraft. I could watch Minecraft all day long because I have so many ideas in my head and I just need to get them out. And I don't have any artistic ability. I can't draw. I can't paint. I don't really have another way of creating anything. So for me, this is it. So anyway, guys, if you came to hang out with me while I was chatting about random stuff, usually WoW, and finishing this farm, I do appreciate that. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. I hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day and a great weekend. Great Memorial Day weekend. Anyway, guys, I will see you tomorrow.